So 36-year-old man accused of scamming 1.5 billion.
This is Abraham Shafi. He created a simple app that helps users meet their friends in real life. His app, called In Real Life, or IRL for short, was valued at $1.5 billion. It boasted 20 million users. You'd be forgiven for thinking that this is the next Facebook or Instagram in the making, but there was a dirty secret hidden behind the success. In April of 2023, Shafi came under investigation for alleged misconduct. A few weeks later, an investigation discovered that the app had a very big problem. 95% of its users weren't real at all. That's right, the investors were scammed.
See what I'm saying? Everything is a bot. I feel like 40% of the... No. 60%. No. 70% of the internet is bots, bro. All bots.
Insane. But there's some questions here. How did this billion-dollar scandal unfold? And what lessons can be learned?
You are watching Cold Fusion TV.
Son of an Egyptian immigrant, IRL CEO Abraham Shafi was inspired by his father's resilience. In the 1980s, his father fled war-torn Cairo and made a home in the United States. Shafi wanted to prove himself, so he set out to do so. In 2009, he attended UC Berkeley, taking classes in anthropology, business, and computer engineering. In 2012, he would drop out to co-found a social recruiting platform. It was called GetTalent.com. After selling the company, Shafi's next project would be called Gather. It had a similar vision to IRL, but even at these early stages, there was problems. Massive problems. Gather would come under scrutiny for spamming users' contact lists. This was an attempt to boost growth. Frustrated users took to Reddit to air their grievances. Quote, "First, it asks for access to your contacts, then uploads every contact from your phone to their systems, where they can send out spam messages to get them to join. Rinse and repeat. Got to wonder why you can't even launch the app without first giving it access to your contacts. Why does it want that so bad?" Some of these posts got the attention of Shafi himself. He responded with long messages to defend his platform, but a key quote was, quote, "We didn't handle growing correctly, but took these lessons to heart and are committed to not repeating the same mistakes." This didn't go well. Users pointed out that what he was doing was illegal, plain and simple. Eventually, the Gather app was scrapped amidst a steaming pile of controversy.
Whoa. Back it up. It says it's illegal to send unsolicited commercial email messages to wireless devices, including cell phones and pagers, unless the sender gets your permission first. It's also illegal to send unsolicited text messages from an auto dialer, equipment that stores and dials phone numbers using a random or sequential number generator. Exceptions to the law, transactional relationship types of messages. If a company has a relationship with you, it can send you things like statements or warranty information. Man, I be feeling like that still to this day. Like, text message spam, how do they get away with it? It still happens to this day. Like, it's so many messages and stuff that I just delete, don't even look at them. It's to the point to where if you're not in my phone saved as a name and it comes through, I ain't looking at it. I'm just deleting.
Plain and simple. Eventually, the Gather app was scrapped amidst a steaming pile of controversy. But this didn't matter because Shafi had something bigger in store. Shafi would realize that Gen Z doesn't use Facebook. So why not take the events planning section of Facebook, mix it with a group chat function, and call it a day? And with that idea in 2017, IRL was born. The vision was to help its users group message and plan meetups in real life. Because according to IRL, the best way to solve society's loneliness epidemic is with another mobile app. The platform was designed exclusively for connecting people through shared interests. When Shafi showed investors, they were impressed. The firm Floodgate, who were early investors in Twitter, and the Founders Fund, who previously invested in Airbnb, Facebook, and Lyft, were keen to give Shafi money. In June of 2021, another $170 million was raised, and this was led by SoftBank. If the name SoftBank sounds familiar to you, there's a good reason why. They've made headlines in recent years for just having one bad investment after another. This includes WeWork and FTX. So, while from an investment perspective, IRL had all the potential of being the new golden child, in a bid to gain app users, IRL, just like its predecessor, Gather, would also engage in spamming. This included sending out unsolicited text messages to the contacts of users. They were called nominations. On downloading the app, users had to give the app access to their address book. From there, they were asked a series of multiple choice questions, with 4 of the user's contacts as possible answers. If those friends weren't on the app would send them a text message to let them know that they've been nominated. But it wouldn't tell you who nominated you. Of course, in order to find that out, you would have to create an IRL account. Unsurprisingly, everyone hated it. In 2020, during the pandemic, in-person events across the globe were cancelled. The company quickly pivoted to virtual events. This included integration with platforms such as Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. A year later, following more investment, IRL reached unicorn status, as it was now valued over $1 billion. At this point, IRL boasted 20 million users, mostly Gen Z, middle American teenagers. It seemed like this app was going to be the next hottest thing, but things were about to get messy, and fast. Shafi's company was about to get exposed. Nicholas Grant, a software engineer, joined IRL in January of 2022. 2 concerned co-workers would confide in Grant that something odd was going on behind the scenes. Within a few weeks, he would come to learn that many of the photographs shared on IRL were stock images, not user-generated photos. He also became aware of the discrepancies between the statistics on Google Play and IRL's publicly stated figures. Things got weirder still. On one day, an internal dashboard showed that almost all user activity within the United States disappeared. Suspiciously, at the same time, there was a large spike in Latin American traffic, with millions of users suddenly appearing in Argentina, Brazil, and Mexico. Countries which—
See, this sounds like, to me, like a lot of times they go on those sites like Fiverr or something like that, and have them create it, and then they go buy followers and different things like that from the same type of company. What is it? Fiverr, Freelancer, different things like that. They use them to promote and buy and use and create bots to make it look like they have all these types of followers, and they don't. You see it a lot of times on like other apps and different things. And Instagram used to be real bad. I don't know if it still is or not, but it was like that on Instagram at one time.
Which only had a few 100,000 users just a moment ago. Grant verified that this traffic was authentic. He also confirmed that there were no marketing campaigns targeting Latin America. There was only one logical conclusion. The vast majority of users on this platform were bots.
See?
After sharing his findings with the managers at IRL, Grant discovered that his role at the company suspiciously had been changed, and changed in such a way that the access that he had to internal data sources had been revoked. And then came the memo from the CEO himself, Abraham Shafi. It was addressed to the 100 staff of IRL. A quarter of the staff will be made redundant. Among those who didn't make the cut, of course, was Nicholas Grant. Following Grant's findings, in December of 2022, the SEC launched an inquiry into IRL. The company was accused of misleading investors when presenting their metrics. In turn, this led to Shafi being suspended in April of 2023, and this was on allegations of misconduct. In June of 2023, an investigation by IRL's board of directors revealed that a staggering 95% of those 20 million users were automated. The actual users on the app was closer to 1 million. As a result of the investigations into fake user accounts, IRL was dissolved with immediate effect. Assets were moved into a liquidating trust, and the investors' capital was returned. The IRL app was formally shut down on June 27th, 2023. So what happens now? For the 1 to 2 million real users, they're going to have to find another way to meet each other in real life. As for the SEC inquiry, it's still ongoing, so we're going to have to wait for the legal cases to see what exact charges Shafi and the rest of management are going to face. All will have to be proven in a court of law. On July 5th, Shafi took to LinkedIn to make a public statement. In it, he claims that the report's findings were, quote, flat wrong, and that he, quote, continued to have confidence in their metrics. In an interview, he would explain that the differences between his figures and the external estimates come down to the majority of the user base being teenagers. He says that for privacy reasons, it's harder to track these users' data. But based on other things that he's said about the matter, it's hard to trust him. For example, Sheffy would state that the external estimates didn't include web users. He claims that this made up 20% of IRL's usage. However, other external estimates don't agree. The monthly web visits would be about 270,000, far short of the millions he's claiming. So at this point, he's denying the allegations made against him, but it's not looking good.
But they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Exactly. Why? Why do this? Why not go the traditional way, get it organically? Why go the fraud route, bro? Because then I guess they never pitching themselves or the company blowing up to the extent that it does. And then by the time you do that, you're already in it, you're committed, you're already doing it. So it's like you can't go back or something like that. I don't know.
Isn't this all sounding familiar though? The downfall of IRL and its founder, Sheffy, is the latest in a string of high-profile cases involving defrauding investors, the most recent of which we just covered. It was the infamous case of Charlie Javis. She's being accused of defrauding JP Morgan out of $175 million. And she did a very similar thing. The real user base of her platform was 300,000, but in the sale, she claimed that there was 4 million users. So why do all this? In the world of startups, there can be a culture of faking it till you make it. An app with a large number of users could mean hundreds of millions of dollars in investment. But why do they risk it, especially if they know the consequences could be a lifetime in jail? Well, 1, it rarely is a lifetime, and 2, it could just be an intense pressure to deliver. Once investors are on board, they want to see growth. Genuinely growing an active user base is incredibly difficult. Some entrepreneurs may try to take shortcuts. But the one question that we all want to know the answer to is, how do these guys think that they can just get away with faking numbers? Eventually, people are going to find out. Maybe the fame and fortune is just too alluring. So that is the story of IRL, the social media app that promised to help friends meet in real life. Although it turned out that there were very few real-life users. We've got quite the collection of colourful characters now on Cold Fusion. SBF, Charlie Javis, Elizabeth Holmes, Trevor Milton, Do Kwon, and now Abraham Sheffy. Something tells me that this isn't going to be the last high-profile fraud case that we see.
Nope.
Now that the days of low interest rates and free-flowing cash may be behind us, investors are doing more due diligence. Perhaps the times of fake it till you make it may well and truly be over. And that's a good thing in my book. I'll leave you with a question. Think that there's more fraud happening? Or are we just getting better at identifying it? If more fraud is happening, why do you think that is?
Okay, you gotta get upstairs and let's plane out there, okay? You got CD? Okay, you got CDL, sir? Go. I don't want to drop that. You got registration, sir? Yes, sir.
Wasn't that odd? Why was a cup? He must got somebody else in there with him. Yeah, because that's pretty odd for a cup just to be sitting there like that with the lid not on it. Something that would have threw me for a loop right there. That would have bothered me.
So you driving for a friend?
Yeah, my friend's the owner.
Owner of ERP?
Yeah, the owner of ERP.
You in here?
No, it's the song.
Team driver? Let me see.
Hey, I'm Ali.
Hello. How you doing? You guys are team drivers?
No, this the new driver license, the permit.
You're not driving yet?
No.
Why are you here then? Why are you in the truck?
See, until they cut the truck off, you probably won't be able to hear as good, but I can hear what he's saying, so y'all probably hear it too. But you know, when you driving, for those of y'all never drive, sometimes you could do team driving, right? Where there's two of y'all, both of y'all are on this account, and y'all are team driving for this account. So y'all both have to be signed into those electronic devices that sit up in the dashboard will have your name, and you get your load and your trip information in and all this type of stuff. And when you're not driving, you got to be either in the back, or if you're training somebody, you could be in the front for a little bit. But all this type of stuff, DOT can pull and see if you've been driving the right amount of hours and all this type of stuff like that. They can pull where people used to just have the paper logs. Now it's these electronic logs, and they can pull that information and make sure that you've been driving the right amount of hours. That way, you know, they try to say it's to keep you from getting tired and different things like that. So asking him, was he a team driver? And dude is already tripping up, by the way. So this ain't finna go well.
Okay, showing him how to do it? Is that what he said? He's you out of there? Okay. Yeah. So you live in Miami?
Yes.
And the company's at Orlando? Orlando. And whose trailer is that?
Huh?
Whose trailer is that?
Yeah, for me.
That's your trailer? Okay. So your friend's truck or your trailer? Okay. You don't have a truck?
Yeah, my truck is broken.
Oh, what
The
happened?
motor is broken.
What happened? Motor?
Yeah.
What kind of motor you got?
Yeah, this is in the truck.
Oh. Let me see your bill of lading for the freight.
Yeah.
What's in the trailer today, sir? What's inside the trailer?
It's freezer. Freezer. Minus 10. It's like, it's all from Starbucks.
He asking him what's inside the trailer. Now, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes, bro, it may come off as you hearing him saying or stuttering while he's saying what's inside there, but half the time I didn't always know what all I had inside of the trailer, bro. You didn't. You don't. You know? I know if I was hauling for Coca-Cola, it's some type of products for either bottles or syrup or something like that, but I didn't always know what was there in there.
This one now?
It's going to Starbucks.
Okay.
Going to
Where'd you guys pick it up from?
Phoenix. Things.
You have your logbook, sir? Huh?
Yeah, I have the logbook.
No logbook? Why not?
Huh?
No? Do you have a logbook? You got a logbook? Why not? You guys don't write the logbook? Do you have one you can fill out right now?
Right now?
You have a logbook you can fill out?
Yeah, I have the, no.
Well, let me see. So you stay in Phoenix for 5 days?
Oh, you didn't fill out the logbook, bro? Oh, yeah, y'all about to get a ticket for sure.
At the truck stop?
Yeah, the truck stop.
Couldn't get a load?
The weekend, no.
Okay. All right. Let's check all the lights. Thank you. I'm gonna check that power signature there.
Sound like he about to make him do a pre-trip inspection.
Anything illegal inside the truck? Look at my social. Huh? Look at my social truck in the trailer. Okay, why don't you go back there and hang out with him for a few minutes?
What you got?
Turn around. I don't know what's wrong. You tell me.
You tell me where you putting handcuffs on me.
I'll let you know here in just a minute. I'll get you back.
Can I make a call?
Yep. Manos arriba. Manos arriba.
You don't tie these a little?
They're not tight.
Look at this one.
I will adjust them here in a minute.
I'm not gonna do nothing stupid.
Okay.
He jumped out of that truck quick. Y'all saw that? As soon as he found that box, he just flashed out and he got out of there quick and got after them.
Get out. Manos en la espalda.
The right.
It's not tight. I can put my finger in there, just the way your hand is. There you go. Good? We'll adjust them when somebody else gets here.
You can put it on the front.
Twist in your... Huh?
You can put it on the front.
When somebody else gets here. Okay?
Can I make a call?
Yeah. I got somebody coming. You guys can get up off the ground here in just a minute and we'll adjust the cuffs, okay?
What is it?
So I got somebody else coming. I need to read you your rights. You have the right, before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions, and to have him with you during questioning. If you can't afford a lawyer now, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to the lawyer. You understand your rights? And he's just yes or no. Yeah?
Don't
worry about it. I don't have a Spanish one, so we'll get you one later.
Sorry. Can I get my phone number? My phone? So I can make a call? This is it?
Who you gonna call?
Oh my God, this is it.
Okay, I'll call him.
And my baby mama.
Your baby?
Yeah, my baby mama. Is that right?
You say your baby mama?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we'll do that in a little bit, okay?
Could I smoke a cigarette? Real quick?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the other guy to get here. We're about 3 minutes away.
We're not trying to do nothing stupid.
I hope not.
We're calling over here. We're chilling.
All right.
That other dude's silent.
If we want to make a phone call, that's it.
Okay. You want to talk to me about anything that's going on today?
Nah, I don't know why you pulled us over.
Okay. Well, I do commercial vehicle inspections. That's why I stopped you guys. Okay. I'm gonna be up front. Looks like there's some drugs in the truck. Okay. So I don't know if you guys want to cooperate with us or not. If you don't want to make any statements, that's fine.
I don't know what's in the truck.
Okay. Are you able to translate if I ask him something?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask him if he wants to cooperate with this investigation. Can you ask him that? What do you say?
Like what? What do you want?
Okay. We'll stop it there for now.
Picture time.
Feel like weed in here, don't it?
Oh yeah. That part, I never understand that part, right? Why are you going to be doing something illegal in the vehicle while hauling something illegal in the vehicle? Like, I don't understand that part of it, bro. You know what I mean? And then the box being tucked up under some covers and stuff like that. Come on, that wasn't obvious.
Basically, these two boxes, it's right there. Now it's covered up like this. So I'll take a couple pictures of that.
Still use your camera?
Yeah.
It does smell like weed in here.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Good googly moogly.
That one side right there.
You hauling something like that and it was that easy to find, bro. It took him all of 2 minutes, not even a minute.
we can bring those out. If you want to grab one, I'll grab the other. Where's the other box at? Okay, cool.
Let me see. Officer must have done this a lot of times and come across a lot of times because he ain't even cut it to verify it. Look inside of it to make sure that's what it is. He just counting.
Tied to a rope for.
Is it tied through it?
Yeah. So they pull that out somewhere. See right there? They shove that in there. I'll have to look real quick. A lot of times you'll see these in not axle compartments, but sidewall compartments. And I'll show you where they gain access to it.
So they just stuff all in there and leave a rope where they can pull back up.
3, 4, 5, 6, so 20 kilos.
Those better make it all the way to evidence. All of them better make it to evidence.